Good afternoon, sir. So,
Good afternoon.
Devang sir, the principal of Indubhai Parekh School of Architecture is with us. So, sir, let's begin. So, sir, my first question is, you have held a principal position at the Indubhai Parekh School of Architecture. What are the key factors that keep you connected with education sector?
Okay, so the key factor which I think which keeps me connected with this education is the motivation that I get from the students, because architecture is always a process where learning happens throughout the lifetime, and the students are somebody who are always keep coming up with a lot of good ideas, kind of new ideas that are there. So when I am there in the education, and not in the profession, I learned a lot from the students, kind of thing. I get new ideas from this. There is a motivation factor. The second factor is basically to push your ideas into a student mind, is helping me to bring my understanding about architecture, my vision of architecture, and it is helping me to shape up the student's mind, and which is also helping us to build up a good society, kind of thing. So that is another key factor which I think. And third is basically contribution to the education sector, where I use, with my understanding about what architecture education is all about, I try to see that the education, whatever the changes that has to be brought to the education curriculum, kind of thing, that is something which I try to see that it is up to date, state of art, kind of thing. And that keeps me connected to the education sector.
Yes. Next question is, being a principal, what is your philosophy of leadership? What would you like to describe your leadership style?
So when I say leadership, I think I am a kind of person who believes in a teamwork, and that means the person, since I'm heading the school, I'm the person who will always give a direction, and at the same time I'll always take the feedback from my colleagues, kind of thing. So in any event that is going to happen, there is always a teamwork, kind of thing. I call it as an inclusive kind of a strategy, where every person involved in as a stakeholder in this, maybe it is a student, maybe it is a faculty, maybe it's the other staff, we all discuss the issues, and probably from them, whatever the points that comes into the discussion, I try to see that they are included somehow. At the same time, the leadership, as a part of leadership, I also believe in adaptability and flexibility, because with time things has to change, kind of thing, and it is not a very stringent kind of thing. Especially in architecture, there is always a kind of flexibility that is inherent into it. So even the leadership, you will find that there is an adaptation to the kind of situation which is always there. So I find these are the three key factors.
Okay, sir. How would you strategize the key program and plan for the marketing and administration of your institute?
If you look at from the marketing and administration point of view, the three things which I think is very important is timely preparation of a kind of a chart which talks about the goals or target that we have to reach. So what I do is basically during the vacation time, we just sit and work out our target goals that we need to achieve. One is during the year, annual this thing. And second is we have a vision plan which is there for 5 years. So what we do is basically we sit with them and try to design our own strategies that we'll be using it. And what we do is that then we assign the task. When I say teamwork, then we assign the task to different people, so that they are very clear with what time the targets that we have to reach. And then finally what we do is we use our social medias and websites and other things to do our marketing. So whatever the good work that is there, either through exhibitions, social medias, workshop, many other things, we try to see that it reaches to the people. And that is how, and at the end of the day, again, there is a kind of feedback loop which is there, which helps us to evaluate our own strategies and kind of thing, so that we can improve.
Okay, so my next question is, what would you like to know, people to know about Indubhai Parekh that they might not know?
Okay, Indubhai Parekh School of Architecture is a very unique kind of school, because apart from learning by doing, which we believe in, we try to see that the base of this school was laid out by people who started this school, and that was people who were from the RSS background. So one thing is very clear for us, that it is not only the professional growth, but the student should have a kind of feeling that they should have towards the nation. That is very important. And so nation building is something that we generally try to focus on. The second thing is the overall self-development, because it is not only the professional growth, but as a human being also, he should be evolving. So we try to see that during our curriculum and kind of thing, it is designed in such a manner that there is an overall self-development kind of thing. The third thing is, which is very important, which I think if the students, when we see the qualities in our student, is that there is a quality of leadership kind of thing. So in the field of architecture, built environment, basically their ideas are something which are visionary kind of thing, and that quality is something that we try to see. And at the same time, the students here, or the professional, those who when they practice, basically they generally try to be very proactive in the society and development kind of thing. So these are some of the qualities of the people or students who graduate from this school, and they try to advocate more about the school, and that is what Indubhai Parekh School is known for. And another is basically the kind of work that is being done in the student is we believe in a hard work, and we believe that hard work and a disciplined kind of an approach is going to do a self-development. Apart from the students' own, they have their own inherent strength, but we believe in hard work, and that is what IPSA is known for.
Oh, okay. So my next question, what do you think should be the Indubhai Parekh School of Architecture's top priority for the next 10 years? It's like 10 years down the line.
Okay, so basically we have targeted to be one of the topmost school of architecture in the country kind of thing. So we have made our own plan. First is basically that we want to develop our curriculum, which is of the state of art kind of thing. So idea is basically that there is a gap which has been identified between the industry and the academia, and we want to bridge that gap. So we have prepared our own strategies in terms of curriculum, that how we will try to bridge this. The second thing is basically we are trying to develop more on our own workshops and infrastructure in such a manner that the students get the best of the possible environment to work in as a professional kind of thing. Third is we are trying to do international, we are doing more, tying up to do more international tie-ups, so that our students and faculty will get an international exposure, and there is a students and faculty exchange program happening between two of them. The fourth thing is basically we are trying to do digitization of a lot of our processes in terms of our libraries, our academic work and kind of thing, so that the administration become more transparent, and the time that is being utilized for this thing becomes quite less for each of them. And the fifth important thing is that we are committed to the environment and ecology kind of thing. So we are trying to work out some kind of a strategy where you will see kind of products and the processes that happens on the school are more towards a sustainable kind of a development, and that is what we intend to do.
Okay, so my next and last question is, the education system in India and other foreign countries are structured very differently. In your experience, what can an inbound student gain from studying at Indubhai Parekh School of Architecture?
Okay, so I have an exposure to what is happening abroad kind of thing. So what is missing there is basically, I said that it's a hand-on kind of thing. Because I was in the Spain, and I saw that when I showed the work to them, basically they were very surprised to see students working actually with a hands-on kind of thing. So what I find is basically that when I'm talking about Indubhai Parekh School of Architecture and abroad kind of situation, I'm trying to see that the students are getting more hands-on experience, which is very important in architecture. The second is we are trying to work towards basically developing area in terms of research, which is they're more developed in the abroad kind of thing. So what we are trying to do is that there is less research which is happening in architecture, and we are trying to work more towards the area of research, so that the students and the faculty both will basically be writing about architecture, and that would get published into it. And the third is basically that we want to increase the industrial tie-up kind of thing, so that the students basically have more experience in terms of industries and state-of-art technology kind of thing. So that is where we are trying to bridge the gap between what is happening abroad and in IPSA.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for answering.
Okay, thank you very much.